Hey there, air signs, or those with dominant air in their chart. Welcome. Let's see what the universe wants you to know. Leadership for the past column. Purity, the current column. Present. And new beginnings coming up in the future. Beautiful cards. Right, let's get into what they allude to. Nice, Six of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Some work's been done, building. And the Magician. Some kind of creative force there. Ooh, Death card, love it. Ooh, nice, the World card, so that's in the heart of the reading. So there's this sort of completion that's going on, or has gone on, or about to go on. And the Devil, nice. Wonder what that will point towards. Nine of Pentacles, beautiful card of grace. Ten of Pentacles, nice. It's like fulfilling kingdom. And then the Moon, so coming into more uncertainty at the end of that as it happens. Beautiful so far. Got some really strong major arcana cards here. Yeah, and there's quite a few pentacles there, alluding to material gain or something that's been building or something you're creating and working towards. Alright, let's go into it a bit deeper. Straight off the bat, we've got the Stag spirit here, which is showing there's been some strong leadership that you've undertaken lately. That could be driving something forward in your life, making some hard decisions, and generally just being a good kind of influence or leader in your environment. So beautiful energy to have, and I hope you're proud of that, of what you've initiated and continue to initiate probably, as I can see here with some completion that's coming up or has been already on the horizon. So we've got the Six of Cups coming up after that, which is a card of, I'm picking up at the moment, it's listening to your dreams essentially. So with this leadership energy, you really had to ask yourself, what do I really want? How do I want my life to be? How do I want to feel in that existence, in that scenario? And I think you have listened, because there's this energy of work that's been done and chipping away and being steadily industrious in the background. So well done, and I think that's really leading you into more magic in your life, more creative power, more innovation. And it's not the easiest path to take. It often comes with uncertainty, but there's a sense here that you're on the right track. So awesome. In the present, we've got the Purity card with the unicorn. So I feel like with this energy right now I'm picking up, you need to really just get back to basics in terms of good health and nurturing yourself and purifying yourself. So it might be a time of relinquishing that really forward moving masculine energy and coming more back into a feminine, restorative, nourishing energy. So with this card, I'm getting that you need to sort of stock up on good things right now for the battles to come. So let yourself transform as you need to. For those in the southern hemisphere, it's winter, so really let yourself go inward. But if you're not in a winter place, then this card's still encouraging you to somehow find that cleansing purity energy in your life and getting back to basics. Good water, good food, good sleep, good sunshine. Coming off that, we've got the Death card here, which is showing there's transformation happening and it might seem like you've taken not a step backwards, but it's all of a sudden like, oh, where's all that mojo gone, or where's all that energy gone, or where's all that zest gone? And I feel like with this card I'm picking up that it's time to let that go and settle back down, and then it will come up when you need it again, or when it's time to mount back on the horse. But for now, just letting things settle. I'm just getting this settling feeling and letting yourself transform as you need to in that metamorphosis. It's kind of like being in the chrysalis as the caterpillar. It can be a bit uncomfortable. It's change, it's adjustment. So just being kind to yourself there as well. And maybe that's kind of the necessary ingredient here, is coming back to self and self-compassion, and letting that be your practice right now, rather than leadership and driving forward. That'll come back. It always does. I say that as well because in the heart of the reading here you've got the World card, which is the last card in the major arcana. So it's a coming together of energy and of integration and celebration as well. And so it's time to let yourself be in that reward of this intermediary stage of completion. I mean, ultimately we're always going to be in intermediary stage of completion until we die, really. So while you're here, take stock of what you've achieved, absorb that, and sit in it and rest in it, and allow yourself to take pleasure in that. Okay, so it's a beautiful card. We've got this figure in the middle with a wreath around her. And yeah, it's just a sort of a full circle coming around. So it goes with this allowing yourself to settle down and restore. Underneath, we've got the Devil, the old tricky Devil card. So picking up for this reading, the Devil is just suggesting to be aware of unhealthy resistances to this. So sometimes when we go into a chrysalis, we sometimes freak out and we turn it into a kind of a step backward scenario when it's actually a respite. So I'm feeling with this energy, just don't let yourself get bound or any kind of bondage to any resistance, and just let yourself naturally find your way each day with as much grace as you can at this time. It's kind of, I'm getting in addictions maybe wanting to resurface as a sort of comfort, or to get you through, or to sort of bring some of that mojo back. They're only going to prolong this rest period, so addictions tend to drain us. So just keeping them in check, in balance. Of course we all need our vices here and there. It's sometimes part of recovery and pleasure as well, but just being aware if there's too much phone usage, any substance use, or even using food too much in that way. Alright? Excuse the plane. So we've got New Beginnings, which is very apt card to have in the future column. So you're probably hankering out for a new beginning, but maybe at the same time you don't have the energy to even deal with a new beginning right now. So there might be a bit of a conflict between those forces of wanting things to progress, but actually if you really take stock of where your energy's at, it's probably not so much in the wanting to take on new challenges energy, but more of a maintenance kind of vibe. So this is coming up. You don't have to worry about whether things are going to get into a better place or not. They will. I'm seeing a lot of prosperity here in the final column. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles here, which is a really beautiful card. As you can see, there's figures in her garden, got the castle in the background. There's grapes here, so it's showing that they take a long time to grow. So you're really going to be earning this new beginning through the excellence and the ongoing effort that you've been making. So it hasn't been easy, but you've been doing the real work, and you're going to get the real reward. So yeah, just rest in that knowing. And with this card, it's also a card of just finding a little bit more time for yourself and introspection. So as she's on her own, she's got obviously a little bird there, but it's just about letting yourself first get back into your own vibration a bit more if it's been hectic lately. another one, God. So, got the Ten of Pentacles coming off that, which is straight after the 9. So, that's showing a journey towards building the kingdom or building the environment that you want and the legacy and the wealth that you want. So, this is a long game, you know. I think you know as well that it's been something you've been really developing over the years. Even if you look back, you can see all the kind of checkpoints and forks in the road that have led you to where you are now. And if you do reflect on that, you'll probably see that it's been a real deep and long building that's been going on, and really important work. So you know, you're not messing around here, which is great to see. You're really up to something, and it's going to come to fruition. And yeah, you're taking on the challenges that you need to for that. But for now, just remember at the moment just to come back to that restorative place. So hold your vision, have that desire, but don't be too attached to the when. When creates anxiety. So just focus on you know, the celebration of where you're at now. Coming off that, as with all things, the Moon card is showing there will be more uncertainty or a journey through doubt, and that is just part and parcel of shaping a future that you want and you deserve. That will never come through certainty. It's always going to come through that black creation energy, the void space, you know, the subconscious. So that's kind of the kind of purple, dark purple vibe here as well. And there is light there, but it's the moonlight, which can be maddening. The moonlight does give you something to see, but it also, there's still a lot of shadows and stuff in the moonlight, and your mind can play tricks on you. So just knowing that there's the sun on the other side of the moon. So keep walking forward, and there is no kind of landing somewhere perfect. You know, there's always going to be more development, and where there's more development, there's going to be more doubt and uncertainty. So making friends with that somehow is going to be really important. All right, we'll just do some clarifying cards. So with the Death card, I'm just going to do them on the middle column. Just something different, just to help with the present right now. We've got the Ace of Swords, so this is showing kind of a new idea coming through. So it's sitting with the Death card, so it's interesting that there's this probably deep transformation and healing happening for you, and I'm feeling there is a desire to grasp it intellectually at the moment, and to somehow go, oh, this is what's happening, and give it a definition and a label. I'm feeling with this card, it's deep, and so you're not going to get it intellectually right now. So just pull back from needing to know, and trust your body, trust your soul, trust your spirit. So there's something deep happening that is going to set you up for future journeys. And so, yeah, just pull back from needing to know what it is exactly right now. The World card, beautiful. So we've got the Six of Cups again here. So that's showing me that you really come back into a sense of innocence at the moment. Pull back from that strategizing aspect of you and come back into a more listening and feeling and simplicity, and let your inner child out at the moment. And it's interesting because little kids, they don't know a lot, but they're still happy. So it's almost like they're at peace with not knowing, because through that not knowing what's going on, they're curious and they're excited, and they're just enjoying the rapture of life. So yeah, really let yourself sink into that kind of energy at the moment, and just let, you know, beautiful little moments in the day enrich you. It doesn't have to be all about the big vision right now. Okay, and let's see what's on the Devil card. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Wands. So as you can see with this card, there's this strong axis in the middle here, and all these other wands trying to break or throw that out of alignment. So the message here is to stay in alignment as much as you can. and to refrain from kind of getting yourself into any sort of stuckness at the moment. And that could be from thought spinning, or I'm feeling as well that other people might also be holding you to account in terms of like, wow, you had so much energy before and now there's not as much there, what's going on? Or they're still demanding the same level of enthusiasm or, you know, participation. So, you know, just have that clear conversation with them and describe how you're going at the moment. It's not going to last, and just work it out so you don't feel trapped or chained to your past self. Let yourself be your current self. Yeah, cool. So I'm getting with that. And we're just going to do 3 more just on the future column here as well. Wheel of Fortune on the 9 of Pentacles. So this card's showing there is a karmic shift going on. It really suits the new beginnings card at the top there as well. Just fortune coming and just letting the wheel turn and not needing to know how it's turning, what it's turning into, and what you've got to do yet. Okay, so you've already put down a lot of incredible roots and seeds and foundational work, so it's not going to be nearly as challenging as you think. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting with that as well. Just let the universe take over a bit at the moment. You've done your part for now, and obviously there's still stuff to keep doing every day, but don't need to fret too much about how it's going to be shaped or formed. Okay. Beautiful. So over the 10 of Pentacles, we've got the 10 of Cups. So this is the happy ever after, fulfillment, a sense of home, a sense of belonging, and it's sitting with the 10 of Pentacles. So they're both really quite amazing cards in terms of just showing that enriched experience of really landing on your feet and building something that's going to encase you and nurture you ongoing and give you that sense of belonging, connection, and that you can share with loved ones and others around you as well. So you're not messing around. This is really deep architecture you're doing, and as you know, it takes time to build big beautiful things. So yeah, that's just kind of reinforcing that there's a lot of heartfelt richness that's going to develop for you through that as well, if it hasn't already. With the Moon, so we've got the 6 of Wands. So this is a card of victory. It's about coming home to a sense of victory after a battle. So I'm wondering with the Moon, I think it's suggesting that draw upon your past victories, because you've been through the Moon many times before, and once you're out of it you almost get a bit of like amnesia. It's just like, oh, I'm glad I'm out of that fucking nightmare. So just keep intact your achievements, past victories and past wins, and that'll help you move through the Moon with less uncertainty than is necessary, less doubt that is necessary, and just knowing that the Moon is actually functional. There's an intelligence to this energy, so the intelligence would be for you to probably soften and be more vulnerable. So just trust, keep that spark and that candle lit as you move through that uncertainty. And uncertainty is only as bad as we make it, because life inherently is uncertain. So coming to terms with that and making it your friend somehow is always going to be a good skill. So yeah, beautiful reading, air signs. I'm loving the journey that it's showing here and the deep building energy, and the main kind of advice coming back to the center here is to just rest in what level of completion that you've achieved so far and let that restore you and nourish you. Okay, awesome. Thanks so much for being here, and if you like this video then hit the like button, and if you wanted to share it with anyone you think could use this at the moment, please do, and I'd love to hear feedback in the comments below if this had a positive impact on you. Alright, see you next time.